guys. I think we should be live. If audio's broken, let me know. But we should be live here. It is currently Monday, October 7th, 2024. And I meant to get this a video out yesterday before I went into work. However, that did not happen. However, we do now have Category 3 Hurricane Milton out here in the Gulf of Mexico. Milton is expected to continue rapidly strengthening, and Milton is way ahead of its schedule. It wasn't even supposed to become major today, so it has definitely rapidly intensified into a major hurricane here. So if we go over here to the National Hurricane Center website, this is the first time we have had 3 consecutive hurricanes in the Atlantic in the month of October. We have Kirk up here near 40 North. We have Leslie down here, which is expected to begin its turn northward as well, following the same track as Kirk. And then we have Milton over here in the Gulf of Mexico. Milton is our most concerning storm at the moment because it is affecting the most populous area here, that being the Florida Gulf Coast here. So there has been a special advisory project that has been issued on. Wait, hold on. That's not right. I okay. I don't know why it's saying that. What is it? Advisory. Okay, so I'm not sure why it's doing this. This should be advisory 9A. So that's fun. So let's just go into the public advisory here. So the headliner for this advisory is that Milton Air Force and NOAA hurricane hunters show Milton is still rapidly intensifying. New watching warnings issued for portions of Mexico. So, Milton is about 165 miles west northwest of Progreso, Mexico, or about 745 miles west southwest of Tampa. Maximum sustained winds are near 125 miles with higher gusts. moving east southeast at 8 miles an hour, and its minimum central pressure is 945 millibars. Also, I do have a cold right now, so that is why I sound stuffed up. So, there have been some changes with this advisory. The government of Mexico has issued a hurricane watch and a tropical storm warning from south of Celestum to Campeche. So, the summary of watches and warnings are currently in effect. A hurricane warning is in effect for Celestum to Rio Lagartos. A hurricane watch in effect for Rio Lagartos to Cabo Catuche. Campeche to south of Celestum. Florida Gulf Coast from Chokolosky to the mouth of the Swanee River, including Tampa Bay and the Dry Tortugas. Storm surge watched in effect for Florida Gulf Coast from Flamingo northward to the mouth of the Swanee River, including Charlotte Harbor and Tampa Bay. Tropical storm warning is in effect for Rio Lagartos to Cancun, Campeche south of Celestin. Tropical storm watch is in effect for Florida Gulf Coast and Flamingo south of Chokolosky. Florida Gulf Coast north of the mouth of the Swanee River to Indian Pass. Middle, lower, and upper Florida Keys, including Florida Bay. Hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. A warning is typically issued 36 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds. Conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. Preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. Tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere in the warning area. Storm surge watch means that there's a possibility of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline in the indicated locations in the next 48 hours. For the depiction of areas at risk, please see the National Weather Service Storm Surge Watch Warning graphic available at hurricanes.gov. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. The watch is typically issued 48 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds, conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. Tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are expected within the watch area, generally within 48 hours. Interest in the remainder of the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, the Florida Peninsula, not Panhandle. The Florida Keys and the northwestern Bahamas should monitor the progress of Milton. Additional watches and warnings will likely be issued later today. For storm information specific to your area in the United States, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service forecast office. For storm information specific to your area outside the United States, please monitor products issued by your National Meteorological Service. Now going into the outlook and discussion. I'm retired. And also, I hate being sick. At 7 a.m. CDT, the eye of Hurricane Milton was located near latitude 21.8 north, longitude 92.2 west. Milton is moving toward the east-southeast near 8 miles an hour. An eastward to east-southeastward motion is forecast through tonight, followed by a turn toward the east and northeast on Tuesday and Wednesday. On the forecast track, Milton is forecast to move near or just north of the Yucatan Peninsula today and Tuesday, then cross the eastern Gulf of Mexico and approach the west coast of the Florida Peninsula by Wednesday. Maximum sustained winds have increased to 125 miles with higher gusts. Milton is a Category 3 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Further strengthening is expected, and Milton is forecast to become an extremely dangerous Category 4 hurricane later today. Maintain that intensity for the next couple. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 35 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 80. The estimated minimum central pressure is 945 millibars based on Air Force dropdown data. Then the hazards affecting land, the key messages we will go into in a second. Storm surge. The storm surge will raise water levels by as much as 3 to 5 feet above ground level along the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula and areas of onshore winds. Near the coast, surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Combination of a dangerous storm surge and tide cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following heights above ground level somewhere in the indicated areas if the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. Anclote River, Florida to Englewood, Florida, 8 to 12 feet. Tampa Bay, 8 to 12 feet. Yankeetown, Florida to Anclote River, Florida, 5 to 10 feet. Englewood, Florida to Manila Beach, Florida, 5 to 10 feet. Charlotte Harbor, 5 to 10 feet. Manila Beach, Florida to Chokoloskee, Florida, 4 to 7 feet. And the Swanee River to Yankeetown is 3 to 5 feet. So, the deepest water will occur along the immediate coast near and to the south of the landfall location. And where the surge will be accompanied by large and dangerous waves. Storm surge related flooding depends on the relative timing of the surge and tidal cycle and can vary greatly over short distances. For information specific to your area, please see products issued by your local National Weather Service forecast office. For a complete depiction of areas at risk of storm surge in the nation, please see the National Weather Service peak storm surge graphic available at hurricanes.gov/graphics_AT4 period SHTML peak surge. Rainfall. Rainfall amounts of 5 to 10 inches with localized totals up to 15 inches are expected across portions of the Florida Peninsula and the Keys through Wednesday night. This rainfall brings the risk of considerable flash urban and aerial flooding, along with the potential for moderate to major river flooding. Milton will also produce rainfall totals of 2 to 4 inches across portions of the northern Yucatan Peninsula. For a complete depiction of the rainfall forecast associated with Milton, please see the National Weather Service storm total rainfall graphic available at hurricanes.gov/graphics_AT4 period SHTML?rain QPF and the flash flood risk graphic at hurricanes.gov/graphics_AT4 period SHTML?ERO. Wind. Hurricane conditions are expected in the warning area in Mexico beginning late today or tonight. Tropical storm conditions expected to begin as early as this morning. Hurricane conditions are possible in the watch area in Mexico beginning tonight and Tuesday, and tropical storm conditions are expected in the tropical storm warning area beginning later today. Hurricane conditions are possible in the hurricane watch area in Florida on Wednesday. Tropical storm conditions are possible in the watch area also on Wednesday. And the surf. Swells generated by the system are affecting the coast of the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. These swells are expected to spread northward and eastward along much of the Gulf Coast within the next day or so, and are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Please consult products in your local weather office. And then the next advisory is at 10 a.m. So I believe we do have two aircraft in the air right now. Yeah, Recon is getting 947 in the center. This is. Oh, they're doing a northeast to southeast pass here. Northeast to southwest pass. They're getting 96 to 113 knots. Heck, even 113 to 137 knots. So if we come over here, 137 knot storm is about 160 miles an hour. So our reconnaissance light is getting winds already near the high of Category 5. If that wind is accurate, which it might not be. But we have to, we just have to hope. That's all we can do right now is hope and pray that that is inaccurate. But I don't know, man. Um, our I believe this is a Air Force or is this a NOAA plane? That's a that's our NOAA plane, and this is our Air Force one. Jeez. So our Air Force plane is getting about. They're also getting some strong winds near the center. System, notably a lot of 96 to 113 knots. We go back over here. 113 knots is about 130 miles an hour, which is a low end category 4, I believe. Yes, that's a low end category 4. So we are expecting at the next National Hurricane Center forecast advisory that we'll be getting a new cone, we'll definitely be getting new watches and warnings, and we'll also get an update to the predicted surge. So I want to go into the forecast discussion. Recent data from both NOAA and Air Force Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate that Milton continues to rapidly strengthen. The aircraft Air Force recently reported a peak flight level wind of 120 knots. And going back over here, 120 knots is about 140 miles an hour. That is insane. That's insanity. And Dropson data show that the pressure has fallen to about 945 millibars, which is down about 9 millibars from a previous Dropson report from the NOAA craft about an hour ago. This special advisory is being issued to increase the initial intensity to 110 knots and to increase the short-term intensity forecast to now show a peak wind speed of 135 knots in 24 hours. I don't think that's correct at all. I think this has potential to be Category 5. Now, thankfully, the city's forecasting experienced some sheer and dry air just for landfall that could weaken it. But Tampa Bay area needs to be preparing for a Category 4, Category 5 system right now. Potentially a low end Cat 5 to low end to mid end Category 4. So you guys need to be preparing for in Tampa right now. The aircraft fixes were also a little south on the previous forecast track. A southward adjustment to the official track forecast has been made through 36 hours. Hurricane force winds are explicitly forecast to affect the northern coast of Yucatan, and residents in that area should rush preparations to completion. The updated track forecast has necessitated the government of Mexico to issue a tropical storm warning and hurricane watch from Celestine southward to Campeche. Storm surge forecast has been increased to 35 feet above ground level for portions of the northern coast of the Yucatan. No changes to the National Hurricane Center track or intensity forecasts are made after 36 hours. The special advisory was issued in lieu of the normal intermediate advisory. Okay, so that's why they did that. So, key messages here. So, 1. Dangerous hurricane force winds are expected across portions of the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. Life-threatening storm surge with damaging waves is also likely along portions of the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. There is an increasing risk of life-threatening storm surge and damaging winds to portions of the west coast of the Florida Peninsula beginning Tuesday night or early Wednesday. Storm surge and hurricane watches are now in effect for portions of the west coast of the Florida Peninsula, and residents in that area should follow any advice given by local officials and evacuate if told to do so. So we do have our Florida Tropics. He's the best guy here in Florida relating to tropics. He has all the evacuation orders. He has all the closed schools, everything like that. So go follow him. He's a really good guy. And 3. Areas of heavy rainfall will impact portions of Florida today, well ahead of Milton, with heavy rainfall more directly related to the system expected later on Tuesday through Wednesday night. This rainfall will bring the risk of considerable flash urban and aerial flooding, along with the potential for moderate to major river flooding. Okay, so they are predicting a high end Category 4 here, with winds of 155 miles an hour. And And apparently, we might have just skipped category 4 entirely. Um, I don't know. We'll turn off this stuff for now so you can look at this. My goodness, look at that eye. Oh my. This is insane. This is actually insane, guys. We might have just entirely skipped over category 4 range. That's. Oh my gosh. Look at that world find eye, though. That eyes. That is a pinhole eye. I'm not even kidding. That is a pinhole. This. This isn't good at all, guys. Oh my gosh. The visible satellite imagery of this. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's. I'm nervous now because there is potential that they might issue a tropical. This thing might have jumped 25 knots in 1 hour. I totally think we might have just entirely skipped over. There it is. There it is. New special advisor. They went 150 miles an hour. What? What? Okay, I'll be right back, chat. Um, I don't. I don't even. I don't. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what's going on anymore. This is Milton is way ahead of schedule. So Milton rapidly intensifies into Category 4 hurricane. This is breaking news right now. Data from both Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate that Milton has strengthened to a high-end Category 4 hurricane. Maximum sustained winds are estimated to be near 150 miles an hour. Milton is a Category 4 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Data from the aircraft also indicate that the minimum pressure has fallen to 940 millibars. These changes will be reflected in the normal 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time advisory. As a reminder, we we still have 2 hours to go until the new advisory comes out. Oh my gosh. Just this is insanity. I don't know what drugs Milton took, but Tampa, you guys need to be preparing for a Category 5. Honestly, if you're in Tampa, just get out now. Just leave now. So the summary of the 805 update. 21.7 north, 92.0 west is about 150 miles west of Progreso, Mexico, and about 735 miles southwest of Tampa, Florida. Its maximum sustained winds are near 150 miles an hour. Its movement is east southeast, still at 8 miles an hour, and its minimum social pressure is at 940 millibars. Uh, this is insane. This is actually insanity. Like, I have no words. I don't. I I just don't have any words, guys. Let's go over to Florida Tropics on Twitter. Um, so while this loads, I do want to thank you all for being here. Point, please do not ask me or other strangers on the internet if you should evacuate. Hashtag know your zone and listen to the authorities. If you are put under a mandatory evacuation, leave. All counties are required to have a pet-friendly shelter. Don't stay behind because you have nowhere to bring your pets. If you need assistance, leave it and contact your local emergency management office and they can get you that help. Yeah. Hurricane with winds of 150 miles an hour. Hillsborough County is hosting a news conference at 10. Expect evacuations to be announced at that time. This is a loop of current view on infrared satellite of Milton. That's just insane. This build in the 12Z spaghetti and intensity models. I mean, Recon just awarded flight level winds of 146 knots in the southwestern quadrant of Milton. Using normal reduction, this puts Milton as a mid-level Category 4 hurricane with an explosive intensification showing no signs of abatement. Category 5 is quite likely sooner than later. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just dang. Sarasota County has issued evacuations for level A manufactured home, mobile homes, and boat homes. If this applies to you, implement your plan, leave now. Additional zones may be added later this morning. And now you have new model runs coming in. 60 hurricane models are targeting the area between Crystal River and Tampa Bay for landfall. Anywhere into or north of the bay will bring significant surge. The wind field will be expanding as Milton approaches the coast, so impacts will be widespread. So that's the thing. Milton will be expanding as it gets closer and closer to the shore. I said the Weather Channel is now in red mode, so that's something to take note of here. That they are in red mode now for the coverage of Hurricane Milton. So Jeff Piotrowski, all the high resolution hurricane models based on the 60 run were off anywhere from 7 to 18 millibars. On a 6-hour forecast out at 12Z, each worth 963 8 millibars, H1 970 15 millibars, HRFS A 973 18 millibars, and the HRFS B 962 7 millibars. Oh my! No hurricane is flying through Milton right now, noting severe turbulence and hail. Entering through the rapidly intensifying hurricane's northwest sidewall. Pressure's down now in the mid 940s. Bottom really falling out this morning. Yeah, that's. This is insanity. Recon and Milton are finding it explosively intensifying this morning, having become a major hurricane. Pressures are already down to 945 per drop zone and is deepening quickly between passes and remains seeing how much it'll go, how low it can go. Well, it has pretty much already hit that. This is just insane. In An hour ago, guys, it was a 925-mile-an-hour storm. Yeah, it's since intensified 0.5 miles an hour in an hour. Warren, make sure you're using today to finalize your preparations and implement your evacuation plan if necessary. Roadways are likely to become congested as more evacuation orders are given today. Remember, you do not need to evacuate hundreds of miles away. Run from the water, hide from the wind. We all get through the storm together. Hernando County will be opening a shelter at 8 a.m. Tuesday at the Challenger K through 8 school, 13400 Elgin Boulevard in Spring Hill. Um, Polk County's opened 13 general shelters, 3 pet-friendly shelters, and 3 special needs shelters tomorrow. Let's see if they've posted anything else on there. They have not. Okay, guys, you want to hear something very concerning? Yesterday at 11 a.m., Milton was a 65-mile-an-hour tropical storm. So, this is just. Oh my gosh. Like, I have no words right now. This is no words, guys. Going for a they might be on the Westies. I, this is just. I don't know what drugs Milton decided to wake up on, but this is. Oh my gosh.
the quarterback situation, seeing what Bo Nix is doing, Williams, and obviously Jaden Daniels is doing, does that in any way make you inclined to kind of see what Drake can do, and particularly that they struggled a little bit early on and then have transitioned into being effective in the league?
I watched those guys on film. I would say each situation is unique, and so is our situation. And I think you hit it on the head. Those guys. It was a little.
Yeah. Um. So Sarasota County government level C in Sarasota County have your plans ready to implement if the order is given. Wow. So an hour ago from Matthew Capucci, while you guys are looking at the low level water vapor imagery. Incredible, extreme rapid intensification. In 3 hours, Milton's pressure dropped from 972 millibars to 945 millibars. It vacuumed nearly 3% of the atmosphere's ambient air out of its eye in 3 hours. Hail was encountered in northeastern Iowa. Category 5 is entirely possible by tonight. Based on recent microwave imagery, there's no vigorous organized outer banding in sight for major Hurricane Milton, meaning we're probably going to continue bombing out without structural problems or an eyewall replacement cycle for a while. MPI is legitimately becoming a problem now. Question now. And yeah, this is nuts. Why do just why? This is just insanity. We still have about an hour and a half until the next National Hurricane Center advisory. Let's go back over here. Milton. Okay. So the National Hurricane Center, we've seen that already. It's a strong Category 4 hurricane, 7 miles short of being a Category 5. It's one of the fastest storms to go from a tropical depression to a Cat 4 in recorded history. So this is a weather manipulation thing. I'm going to lose it. Hurricane Milton. Oh, that's from yesterday. With Hurricane Milton approaching, the Buccaneers are evacuating Tampa and heading for New Orleans on Tuesday. You think that? Oh. People are idiots. No. Hurricane Milton. People are just idiots. They are just idiots. Oh, Recon is currently going in for. So it looks like they're going in for a southeast pass. Cyclonic weather. Mm, want recon data. Yeah, Kirk's gone. It's tropical. The southeastern pass is going to be nuts. Hmm. So recon is going in for a southeastern side pass. This is just this is nuts. St. Pete Clearwater Airport is closing in advance of the impending evacuation order. This this is a tweet from St. Pete Clearwater International. Hurricane Milton update. The airport terminal will close after last flight on Tuesday and remain closed Wednesday and Thursday. The airport is in a mandatory evacuation zone and is not a public shelter. Prepare and stay safe. Evacuation. Hillsborough County has ordered a mandatory evacuation for zones A and B, as well as all manufactured and mobile homes, starting at 2:30 p.m. today. Implement your evacuation plan now in these areas. 9 shelters will be opening in Hillsborough for the storm. Alright, let's refresh this, see if we have new data coming in. They made that turn. They haven't made the turn yet.